Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day!
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day! Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day!
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day!
It's Hump Day, friends, let's have a blast. A Disney Day adventure from start to last. Grab your snacks, your favorite toys. Let's explore magical lands with joy. Hump Day hangout, a magical spree with Zip-a-Dee-Doo and friends you see. Laughing, singing, dancing all the way. Perfect day, come with me. Mickey Mouse and Minnie too, Donald Duck, Goofy, and crew. We'll meet them all, shake their hands, explore the lands and see the band. All day hangout, a magical spree with Zip-a-Dee-Doo and friends you see. Laughing, singing, dancing all the way. Perfect day, come with me. Let's ride the ride so tall and grand. Explore the castles throughout the land. Make memories that will never fade. A Disney Day adventure, oh so great. Day hangout, a magical spree with Zip-a-Dee-Doo and friends you see. Laughing, singing, dancing all the way. Perfect day, come with me. Let's ride the ride so tall and grand. Explore the castles throughout the land. Make memories that will never fade. A Disney Day adventure, oh so great. All day hangout, a magical spree with Zip-a-Dee-Doo and friends you see. Laughing, singing, dancing all the way. Perfect day, come with me.
Whoa! What's up, everybody? Hello! Got my new hand. I got two, actually, but I can't get the other one on. But hello, everybody. Happy Hump Day. It is our first Hump Day back at home. Last Wednesday, it was, New Year's Day. And we were in sunny, warm Florida. We are not in sunny, warm Florida anymore. We are in cold, miserable, snowy western Pennsylvania. So,
yeah,
folks, check out my partner channels. Pete McDevitt Show, Tina Marie's Place, and Parks with the Pridgens. All three great channels. Pete for the sports and Disney. Tina with her spunky, is that a word? Spunky personality. And Parks with the Pridgens with the beautiful Tina and JD. But check them all out. They're great channels. Also, folks, if you need a mobility scooter, should I say, check out Park Hopper Choppers, please. They are amazing. They, I'll tell you, what they did for me what is going on here? Why is my thing quit working? There we go. They went above and beyond for me. I love the scooter. The scooter was fantastic. It made things a lot easier on, I know, me, Belinda, just getting through security made it a heck of a lot easier. But please check out Park Hopper Choppers. Chris and Mary, two fantastic people. I can't thank them enough. So That's it on that. Let's bring our guest in because I know that's who you people want to see. You don't want to see me. Well, she's fixing her hair.
Oh, they don't want to see me either, I promise.
Oh, they do want to see you. You're gorgeous.
Oh, goodness. There's a lot of stuff in my face to make it frozen. Oh, no. My AirPod.
All right, let's welcome people in. So I got my hand to wave. What do you have?
My hands.
You have 2 hands?
I've got 2 hands. I've got this bird from Target.
What do you do?
You want me to wave with her?
Two.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm ready.
For crying out loud. You know, we're going to talk about that after we welcome people in. All right, the Curtis family. Chris, what's up, buddy? Fred O'Malley, welcome in. Debbie Burnfield. Oh, Pete McDevitt show. You know that guy, Pete?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him? All right. He's some
Random guy from Baltimore or something.
yeah,
like
some
that.
random guy who rides a scooter around Disney yelling at people all the time. Julie McCallan, the channel censor. How are you? Plymouth Rock, welcome in. Regina Erie, hello, my dear. You get a Mickey kiss. Nah. Dakota, welcome in, Dakota. I can see you getting your water right now. Let's see who else we got. Gloria Thibodeau, Cakes, welcome in, Cakes. Keep going. Jason Thibodeau's here. You know they're like a pair.
It's a very
Gloria.
unique name. I would assume they're in the Louisiana area as well.
They are, but they, you know, it's like where one goes,
Go
the other.
Tigers.
You can't, I don't think you can say Saints because I don't know if they made the playoffs.
No, they didn't.
Jason Ghost Host, what's up, Jason? Christina Pridgen, there she is. There's Christina. Still go. Oh, it jumped on me. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Nobody can keep up with Park Hopper Chopper. No, not even Regina. Regina could not keep up with the Park Hopper Chopper.
I can't keep up with Park Hopper Choppers. Are you kidding me?
There's Belinda. We're going to talk about Belinda here stealing blankets.
No.
She's a blanket thief.
No,
She is a
no.
blanket
You were
thief.
stealing my blanket.
Monorail Molly, there she is.
Molly.
The goddess.
Aw.
The goddess,
Our
as they call.
queen.
I wish I
Our
could come
queen.
play with her, Chris.
I don't think I can do
Oh,
a.
I miss her.
Oh, is that what you do? Just like the twirl?
That's what the queen did.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you meet the queen?
No. I've been to Buckingham Palace, though.
You have been to Buckingham Palace. Wow.
Yes.
That's interesting. Amy AJC Magic, she just crushed it on another trivia show.
Love her.
Make sure you guys are checking Amy out. Mandy Mary, hello. And I think I'm finally caught up. So let's talk about the blanket thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We stopped at the Curtis family's house on the way home.
Okay.
And they're such amazing people.
Yeah.
I got a story to tell about that. But you know, they're handing stuff out. Dakota got combos. I got a box of cheeses. Then a blanket comes out.
Good.
Okay. It nowhere did it say that this was Belinda's blanket.
That's why.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Blankets for Belinda.
Thank you.
But that isn't what was said.
Does it have to be?
That's what that blanket was for you. That's what Palmer told me.
Palmer said it was for you?
Well, Palmer's in charge, so.
That's true. Right. No, Dottie's in charge.
Well, she.
Oh my goodness.
Queen in
You
the
ought to
making.
see this child. I walked
She
in
pulled me in her.
and she's immediately hitting me with a pillow.
Naturally.
I'm getting whacked with a pillow.
In our room 2 times.
Megan said that Cheez-It didn't have your name on it. See?
The Cheez-Its didn't have your name on it.
Yeah, so neither did the blanket have your name.
I knew the Palmer told me that
No.
the blanket was mine.
The blanket is for both of us.
No.
I did the contract.
It's such a nice blanket too. It's
It
so
is.
It is.
soft and warm. Oh my goodness.
He tried to steal it today.
I did.
Mhm.
Hey, tag 2331. Welcome in. Shout out to combos. Yeah. By the way, Dakota, I owe you bag combos. I stole one of yours today.
I've been at combos in forever.
I had a meeting.
I
I
tried
forgot
to
I had a
do it.
meeting. I was leaving for work and I was like, oh crap, I need to take something because I'm not coming home. So I reached in the cupboard and there they are. So I took them.
It might have been mine.
It might have been yours. Hello, Debbie. Debbie, all
Debbie.
blankets belong to Blended. No, not all blankets. Not
Debbie,
this
did you have a good birthday? Did you get a blanket for your birthday?
Not this blanket. This blanket is all mine.
It's upside down, but I love it.
My 3 Caballeros blanket.
I hope you had a good dinner.
Molly showing out the Albert emojis. Oh my goodness. I told him when we were there, I said, Albert, I need to get a picture of you. I need you to smile. So he gives me this really creepy
Oh.
blanket. I'm like, whoa. I gotta get that one.
Chris, you have to refresh.
The only gift
Take.
they wouldn't
Palmer.
accept was
I would.
taking Palmer
No.
home. I was
No.
gonna take Palmer.
I mean,
No, you weren't.
I kind of would, but there wasn't any room.
There wasn't any room. He would have had to ride on a luggage carrier in the
Yeah.
back.
Sorry.
Nah, we had a great visit with them. We had a great trip. Next week, everybody, I'm going to do a trip recap. We're going to show all of our merch. We're going to tell you, I'm going to show some pictures, what we did, what we didn't do, what I liked about the trip, what I didn't like about the trip. So tune in next week. But this is all about the beautiful, the stunning, the single. She's single.
That
Guys.
is true.
She is single. What is going on in this world?
I work a lot.
You men are
Also, there's
Yeah.
not a lot of men in DC that are taller than me. Because I'm gonna be honest.
The height doesn't bother
They were
me.
all a nerd at one point and now
They
have
were all a
power.
nerd.
Well, we have a nephew that we could hook her up with. She's a little bit older than me.
Jennifer Caruso is still on her son, which I giggle every time.
You've seen Michael, right?
I have seen.
I've got the
He
perfect
He is a
catch.
tall drink of water.
I go to Palm Beach often.
He
Why?
is a good looking dude.
Why that phrase?
Good looking.
Yeah.
No.
Tall drink of water.
Tall.
Tall drink of water.
I get that. Dakota, I get that too. And people are like, oh,
Yeah,
have you
she
played
gets that.
basketball? Never. Honestly,
You never
worst
played
worst basketball player in my whole,
I'm the
my
Yeah.
whole family.
That's great. So speaking of family, you got to go spend time with family for the holidays.
I did.
How did that go? I know you were looking forward to it.
I was ready for the break. So I typically, for what it's worth, get in the Christmas spirit right after Halloween until Thanksgiving, and then the DC holiday party circuit starts.
Uh-oh,
it puts
you have
me in a-
competition.
The DC party circuit starts and I immediately become Scrooge, like Scrooge all the way. There's so many
Why'd you do that?
parties. There's so many different things. The only party I like, and it's because it is what it is Festivus, that we do it for a client of ours, and we air our grievances. So it's great. I love that party. And it's actually like a fun party where the rest of them are like, oh, like,
So it's like Festivus.
yeah, it's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Okay. So do you have the poll?
We do. It sits in my office.
And who does the feats of strength?
The client. I'm not going to say his name.
See, it's usually me and Steve do the feats of strength.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
usually win.
It's fun. But this year we went to Nashville. So my mom's birthday is December 23rd, which is a really horrible day to have a birthday. I think it's honestly worse than Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because
Yes.
everyone's super stressed out about the gift buying portion of life still. So we went to Nashville. She did the whole custom hat making. We went to the Ryman. We went to the Grand Ole Opry. And my dad and his one of his midlife crises that he's had in his life currently is guitars. And it's, he could do worse things, but he buys expensive guitars and he's taught himself how to play. Fortunately, he can read music and play piano, so it's not like the hardest thing for him. But they go to concerts a lot. And so this was very in tune to them. Like there's live music everywhere. They loved it. Christmas Eve, we were on a 5 a.m. flight home. We were on the runway, engines going, like we were going. American Airlines system shut down.
Yep.
At 5 a.m. Eastern or Central Time. So plane went back. We go back. Deplane. Sit in the terminal. I look at my parents. Now, we're about 7.5 hours with stops away from Nashville. Like, that's where they live. I look at my parents. I was like, I think we should drive. We don't know when this is going to end. And my mom's like, no. I was like, okay. So I sit there because I'm not in charge. They are. So in my 30s, they're still in charge of me. And they were like, you can drive. And I was like, I'm thinking about it, so don't test me.
Come on now, that's a great family experience.
So we were having our Griswold's moment.
Yeah, like if you guys would have drove, that is a memory
we did.
You did drive?
So we went back on the plane because it was like an hour later where they're like, okay, let's board again. Let's try this again. Then there's tornadoes in Dallas. And like we were going to the runway. The pilot comes back on and he's like, we have a 90-minute ground delay because of tornadoes in Dallas. And I was like, great. I'm in bulkhead of first class. So the first seat, my parents are 4 rows behind me. I turn around and I was like, told you so. And my dad was basically like, screw you, like buzz off, sister. And we'll talk about this at the gate. So we like aren't deplaning at this point. And I go back to them. I'm like, do you want to drive? And my mom's like, no. I was like, okay. So I go back and sit down, mind my own business. Then I get a text from my mom, come back here. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you want to drive? And I was like, you? So we get in a car. And 7 hours later, we were home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Did I have any Christmas gifts purchased? No. I texting all my friends being like, can you go buy this for me? I'll Venmo you right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that happened to Regina.
Yeah.
She was actually flying out Christmas Eve morning. She was supposed to fly to, oh my goodness, where was she supposed to go? I forget what she was supposed to go to, but she got stuck and she didn't get home until late, like 3 in the morning, Christmas morning.
Yeah, she probably had a deadhead home. That sucks.
Oh, she had to fly to Dallas.
Yeah.
That's what I Dallas. Yeah.
Then she was flying Dallas back to.
Yeah. And I trust me, I've had my fair share of flight issues. Obviously, I've been traveling. I literally was on a plane at 6 weeks old. So I've been in my fair share of flights, but this was just like one of those moments where it was a fight between my parents and I, not so much the airlines and myself. It was like, anyway, so we drove home. But
so how was the drive?
It really wasn't bad. So where they are in Arkansas to like DC, it's Nashville's the halfway point.
Okay.
So we're very used to that drive from when, I lived here in college and then went back. And because I am a Southerner and I'm like, I need my car. So I've always had my car. But when we got right outside of Memphis in a town called Brinkley, which is kind of outside the duck hunting capital of Arkansas, is when I started driving. And I went to school in southern Arkansas, so I'm very familiar with those roads and kind of just floored it through all of there. And it was pouring down rain the whole time. It was just... And my mom was sitting in the back and she's like, "Get me out of this car."
Did you sing any Christmas carols?
No.
What do you mean you
No.
didn't sing Christmas carols?
My dad is the DJ, according to him. I was like, why is there no Taylor Swift on this radio? Like, I simply was just like, what is going on? I'm listening to the same 4 songs.
Well, I agree with him on that one.
Here's the thing, though. I've convinced him because of her guitar playing that she is more talented.
Julie McCallan says, I despise road trips.
God. I mean, growing up, though, we used to drive from Northwest Arkansas to Orlando. That's a solid 16 hours, and halfway is Birmingham. So sometimes we would split it up.
Yeah.
But like, we would go there every single year for many, many years, for like the stint that, like what you guys did for that stint between Christmas and New Year's. And at some point when I just remember my mom being like, we're done with this road trip thing. Like, I know we're trying to save money. Now, I will say one time on said road trip, my dad was like, let's go to Talladega. Like, let's just divert the road trip a little bit in Alabama and make a pit stop in Talladega. Well, the gates were open to the track. So he takes his Cadillac Escalade.
Get out.
On the track. He was like, ask for forgiveness, not permission. And he goes around and then leaves. Swear.
You didn't get caught?
No.
Oh my goodness. That's hysterical.
He had a great time. So
that is funny.
I mean, it's always very interesting because I'm an only child and my relationship with my parents is so different. It's more of a friendship versus a parent-child relationship. So it's now especially, and as I've gotten older, they've gotten older, and it's almost like, and I know we all know this, but the roles are slowly starting to reverse where I'm like, hey, like maybe you should, update that will because I'm not under 18 anymore. Like those little things. Like maybe you should do these little tasks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway.
Well, I'm glad you had a great holiday.
Yeah.
What'd you do for New Year's?
Nothing. I don't remember.
Were you back in DC then? Or
No, I came back on the 2nd.
Okay. Were you in did you hang out with Pete for New Year's Eve?
No, I was home. I did nothing. I think I fell asleep at like probably 8:00.
Wow. We had a great time. We were in
if I'm somewhere like Epcot, I love it.
Should have came to Disney.
My parents aren't pass holders, and like when I saw the crowds, we used to do it all the time, but now I'm just like, ugh. Like,
you know what? It wasn't I don't think it was as bad this year as it was last year. I honestly don't think, because I know we did the 30th in Magic Kingdom, and me, Belinda, we were all there, and Regina was with us, and Jennifer Caruso, and we had a blast all day long. And we left, went and got dinner with Regina over at the new restaurant at the Tower.
Oh, Polly, yeah.
And then me, Belinda, and Regina went back.
Nice.
And we had a great time. I mean,
I feel like it would be different now that I'm older. Like, we used to do this when I was like late teens, before I could drink, and like actually, not that I'm saying you have to drink to enjoy it, but I feel like having a drink in hand can make an experience a little more fun if you're in that type of crowd. So I don't know. Maybe in the future, I also have this weird thing because I got a dog in college that my parents took care of, and I was supposed to take with me to DC when I moved. This was years ago. And that she is still in Arkansas. So she's almost 12 years old. And she lives the best life. Like, she doesn't want to live in a tiny house in DC with no yard. Like, who wants to live in that with a dog?
Right.
Where she has an acre. My mom works from home. Like, there's a pool. Someone's always there. Like, so it's not fair. But when I'm home, I'm like, the dog, my number one pride and joy in life. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure you had some salads while you were there.
I did.
You did.
I
Goat
did.
cheese.
I did. But I will say, my mom is in your boat. She hates goat cheese. So whenever I take it out of the refrigerator, she's always like, why do you want to eat cheese that tastes like feet? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, the texture looks amazing. The taste is awful. It's foul.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so I do have. I started a new segment on Hump Day Hangout. I don't know if you know
Okay.
this, but
Is it
it's
with
a top
Steve?
10. We do a top 10 list.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to run the intro and then I'll tell you what the top 10 list is.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10.
Okay. So tonight's top 10 list. The top 10 snacks at Walt Disney World.
Oh.
Now,
In my opinion?
No, this is an actual list.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is from our home office in St. Cloud, Florida. So, all right, number 10.
Yes, goat cheese. Goat cheese is here. Just
Mickey
the
ice cream sandwich.
I mean, it's better than the ice cream bar.
It is. Number 9. Nutella with fruit waffle.
Yum.
Did you say yum?
Yeah. Yum.
Ugh. Ugh, take the fruit off. Number 8. Giant cinnamon roll from Gaston's Tavern.
Also yum.
I honestly thought that would be higher. Number 7, corn dog nuggets.
Ew. Ew.
What are you talking about? Ooh.
It is gross.
Yummy.
Corn dogs don't.
They're little cocktail weenies.
If you, in my opinion, you should have cornbread and hot dogs not together though. And I like sweet and savory, so that is not where you lose me. They just don't go.
Yeah, it's funny though. I love corn dog nuggets. Number 6, the citrus swirl. The frozen treat combines orange and pineapple flavors, refreshing their unique taste.
Love that one.
Number 5, the gray stuff cupcake. I've heard mixed feelings about it.
I like the gray stuff. I don't think it goes with a cupcake. The gray stuff is like a mousse. So in my opinion, they're two separate things that should not be together.
Number 4, school bread over in
Love.
Norway Pavilion.
As a Norwegian, I have to say I love it, but I do love it.
Number 3, churros. I disagree with this totally. Disney World's churros are awful.
Correct.
Except in, what's the lounge at Animal Kingdom?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nomad?
Yes.
That is the only good churro in Walt Disney World. All right. Do you think you know what the last 2 are?
I mean, probably Dole Whip and the Mickey ice cream bar.
You got one. Number 1 is Dole Whip.
Okay.
Number 2 is the Mickey pretzel.
Oh, see, no.
So,
have you tried, because I know this
top
was, have you tried the pretzel from Baseline Tap House?
No.
in Hollywood. Okay, next time you go, please try it because it is far superior to the Mickey pretzel. I used to be like team Mickey pretzel, and then I discovered that was actually like real pretzels in these parks that are better. Maybe not Magic, but Hollywood at Baseline. And then what's the thing outside of Satuli Canteen in Pandora? They have a great pretzel and cheese too.
Yeah. Boy, we got a lot of, holy cow, who made this list? This was voted on by many Disney guests. That's where the list came from.
Well,
It better have cheeseburger egg rolls. It didn't make the list.
Yeah, I also can't have red
First
meat
off,
anymore. Ugh.
I was not impressed with them this trip.
I like the pepperoni. I've always been team pepperoni.
Yeah.
Over.
Well, I got 2 cheeseburger ones, and I was not impressed with them this time. The flavor was not there. Like, I had to drown it in the sauce they give you.
Yeah, is it like Thousand Island?
Yeah, it's
sauce?
like an imitation Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, I always think of it kind of like. Have you been to In-N-Out?
No, I've never been doing it.
They have that's like sauce as well.
Mm.
Animal style essentially is what they call it, and they put onions and that sauce in a burger or on fries. And
Okay, Julie, no popcorn. No popcorn. What about bacon? No bacon. No
Salty.
bacon on a stick on there. First off, it's not really bacon on a stick.
Pork belly.
It is pork belly on the stick, and it completely threw me off the first time I got, like the only time I got it, because not a fan. I love
really?
Bacon. I love bacon. I did not like the so-called bacon on a stick.
Yeah.
It's not bacon.
So Iowa State Fair, which I
Mhm.
attended last year, and due to the me not being at the full meetup, but they too claim it as bacon on a stick, and it is in fact pork belly, but it's candied, so it's a little different.
Right. I mean, it is seasoned. It has like brown sugar and all that on it. But if it was crispier, I would have enjoyed it, I think, better.
That's where I don't love pork belly is sometimes because it's so like fatty and flimsy. There is great pork belly. It's an appetizer at Shula's, and it comes on a bed of grits. I do find that very good if I'm feeling wild. No
I
cinnamon
think
pretzel.
you mean cream cheese filled pretzel, Molly.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that is my favorite. Is the cream cheese filled pretzel. Now, the only problem I have with that is they don't give you the cup of cheese to dip it in. So you can really just
That cheese is
you
fake
can really
cheese.
just go to town.
Imitation cheese, yeah.
Gross.
Listen, I don't care.
That's why I'm saying I
don't care.
want you to try, if you may have already tried the Satuli Canteen pretzel. It's really not that. I don't know what it's called, and Baseline, because it's real like beer cheese versus the classic cheese that's not warm and you have to literally like spoon it out.
Warm. You can get it warm.
You just got the poor name.
Like when you get it, there's certain things you could do to make it warm.
Oh, good.
So you don't gotta worry about that one.
Yeah, like Julie said, stick your finger in the cup.
Hey, Nick.
You already did that.
Oh, I did that. I tried licking it out, but it was too small.
Did you look like a little kid that had just like endeavored chocolate for the first time and it's like, I don't need anything?
It was all over me. It was hilarious. Steve has a video of it. Steve actually has a video of me just going to town with my fingers and the cheese. And
they do have spoons. That's a thing.
Well, we were trying to hold our spot for the parade.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if you knew this or not, but when you hold a spot for a parade or the fireworks and you're there a good hour before the festivities start,
Yeah.
and then you have these wonderful people who try to run up 5 minutes before and just try to shove your way out, like shove you out of the way. Yeah, that wasn't happening. And there were, for the parade anyway, I was standing next to Chris from Ear to Ear Magic, and we were holding a spot for his son. So I had my scooter, then I stood to the right of my scooter, and then Chris, so we could hold a spot for his son. And we actually had a lady come up, and she looks at me, and she says, "Are you going to stand there, or are you going to sit in the scooter?" And I looked at her and I just said, "Move on."
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious? What does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm there.
There's
I don't know
other
if she wanted me to
places.
say, "I'm going to stand." Well, then can I sit in your scooter?
Right.
That was probably the next comment. So I didn't even, acknowledge it. And I just said, "Move on."
Oh my
I
God.
wish I had this hand on when I did that too.
I honestly, it would have been epic if you did.
By the way, the hand is freaking your daughter out.
The hand's freaking Dakota out.
Well, it's just weird.
I've been wearing it all day.
Like,
I wear it all day long.
Do
It's
you
great.
drive with it?
I'm not allowed. They will not let me take it out of this house.
It's a
Wait,
suggestion.
Do I drive with it? I wanted to drive home with them both on
No,
and just wave at people on the way home.
no.
They wouldn't let me.
I don't care what you do. It's her.
Too dangerous.
No,
So that's the top 10 list. Is there anything you could think of that's missing off of that list? Don't you dare salad.
Salads in Disney suck.
No kidding. Salads everywhere suck.
No.
Unless you
No.
make your own.
No.
When we go to dinner, we got that salad.
Oh, you went to that Italian restaurant in Daytona.
Yeah,
That's my
but
parents' favorite.
Splitsville.
We went to Splitsville buying you the salad.
I did.
We're talking about me here, not you. It's not always about you.
Sorry.
Yes,
When did you-
exactly. We went to that restaurant.
What's it called?
Oh my goodness, what's the name of it?
Shoot.
When they started the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I know. We're thinking of it. What the name is? That's
Yeah. So we went to this restaurant.
Mhm.
Okay. And we go in. This was recommended by you and by Steve, our brother, and it was right across from our resort. And, Snoopy Club, welcome in. And so I go in, and we get seated in this table in the back. And I turned to Belinda. I said, for some reason, this feels like a restaurant that somebody's going to come in and just whack somebody.
it's true.
That's what it feels like. It feels like right out of The Godfather that you're sitting there and you're going to witness like this horrible crime.
It's true. Portofino.
Portofino, that's it.
So I always gauge it with my dad being from New York City and, being part there during the 60s, 70s, 80s. Like that's our gauge of Italian food. And obviously,
Yeah, the Sopranos, exactly.
Yeah. But like he raised me going to New York at least once a month as a kid. So like I'm so used to that. Like Arkansas, there's Italians in Tawny Town. There's the Grape Festival. Like there's nothing else there that's really Italian. But so like seeing you as well as him and being like, I love this place. It's always a good gauge for me to be like, okay, it's actually good versus not like
amazing.
Olive Garden. I'm not saying Olive Garden's bad. They have great salad and breadsticks. Like I'm not above that, but pasta wise, it's better.
Oh my goodness. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the salad was good. Like I will eat a salad if it comes with your meal. I'm
Not
not going to
gonna
go out of my way
have
and
an entree of
order
a salad.
order a salad for a meal. I'm
I
not going
respect
to do it.
that.
But they bring out these salads. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Like it was better than Olive Garden's
That's
salad.
awesome.
So I ate mine. Then Dakota's nipping at hers, and she didn't want it. So I ate Dakota's salad.
Wow, all the fiber.
I couldn't believe it. So then, what did we get? I got shrimp and I got surf and turf or something. Shrimp and steak, and like with like a red wine
Okay.
sauce and a side of spaghetti. Dakota got chicken Alfredo. Belinda, what'd you get? You have pictures of it,
I do
I'm
have
sure.
pictures.
You took pictures of every food we had.
Not going into that.
I did eat salad. I eat Olive Garden salad too. I like Olive Garden salad.
Dad
Well, it's
eating
full of
that.
sugar. That's why we all love it.
Is it really?
The dressing is, yeah. That's where they get you. Like salads are healthy until they're not. And it's the
Until they're
dressing.
not.
Right. The dressing is what gets
Well,
everyone. So it's like you look at McDonald's and it's 1,200 calories for a salad and a burger's 500 calories. It's because of the dressing.
Let me ask you this. When you go to Olive Garden,
I haven't been in
they
years.
have to have an alternative. Can you ask for fat-free Italian dressing?
They do have, I believe, a sugar-free dressing now because of that issue. Yes.
There you go.
But, prior to all of this change in the world, no, you couldn't. You could ask for it on the side, which is why most people, when they're, ordering their salads, like, can I have dressing on the side? It's to control the sugar intake.
Oh, I had a chicken marsala.
Chicken Marsala.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's funny though, is when we go to Olive Garden, they come out with the cheese thing.
Just load it up.
And he says, do you want cheese on your salad? Yes. Starts. He looks at me. I says, I'll tell you when. Don't worry. Keep going. Keep going. And he starts slowing up. I was like, don't slow up. Let's go. Keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, yeah. Load that
Some
puppy up
cheese with a side of salad.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hashtag Dakota speaks the truth.
Uh-huh.
Chris said.
Chris said, Belinda, we need Dakota on Hump Day Hangout. Dakota spills the beans
That's a
episode.
great idea, Chris.
Not right now.
She would do that too. We're gonna send Dakota down to Chris and Megan for the summer
Fun.
to watch Dottie and Palmer.
And they're in
She's
the
gonna-
Myrtle area?
No,
No.
they're in North Carolina. But
Dreamy.
we're gonna send her down there. She's gonna be their live-in nanny for the summer.
Nice.
Says who?
Says me. I already
No.
jobbed you out.
No.
You jobbed her out.
Yep. It's already taken care of. I'm getting paid. You're not. You get
Chris,
free.
you're
You
not-
get free food and board. They're paying me.
No. No.
Yeah,
That's
but
not how it works.
That's
See,
so
they have, an
Chris,
extra,
you're not helping.
they have an extra room. They pay well.
You're not helping.
All right. So, have you seen the game? Where in the world is Scallywag Steve sleeping?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. I'm so glad you've seen it. We're going to play it. I have one already queued up.
Molly says,
So here's the intro, everybody. This is the game show. Where in the world is Scallywag Steve sleeping?
You may be here, he may be there. Keep it quiet because where in the world is Scallywag Steve sleeping?
I love that.
So funny.
And there are new pictures coming out. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, we
Dakota had a good time with
yeah,
taking some
Dakota
pictures.
had a good time taking some of those pictures.
Hey, I'm very similar. Like, I have passed out on some rides at Disney World. Like, gone.
Yep.
Spaceship
All right.
Earth. Great.
Now you can listen. Hey, B, welcome in. You can look at the chat and you can let the chat influence you one way or the other.
Mhm.
But if you win, you get 100 Dis Our Dream points out of my own tally.
Amazing.
Okay, that's good enough for one Jeff hug.
Great. I have a coin of him too from Mrrr.
If you lose, you have to hug Pete McDevitt.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here it is. There it is.
That
Now,
says Southwest Terminal at MCO.
oh my God.
Carpet, and that's how Southwest does the lineup.
You got the full. You got the.
Do I get
full-
like 500 points now?
Yeah. Wow, that's twice. I think that was the first time anybody was that quick. Yeah, that's twice.
I didn't even get it that quick.
That carpet is infamous. Like when I know I'm in Orlando at the airport when I see that carpet.
I'm speechless. You
Got
got-
another one?
like, it was that fat. Like it couldn't have been 2 seconds.
I also am very proud of myself that I know the airport code, MCO.
I was gonna say she
I
But
love
that-
airport codes.
That is
Bring it on.
That is Scallywag Steve sleeping in the MCO of the Southwest Terminal, waiting to go to Vegas.
Who took the picture?
Melissa.
Did
Yeah, I was
she
gonna say
really?
mine
Yes.
did, probably. You're welcome.
Oh,
What else?
I just that is just I don't know. I might have to end the game
Do we
and never do it again after that.
Do we get what the hell?
I might have to do that and end the game and here. Let me see if I can get you another one here. I'll get you a harder one. This one I have no idea where he is.
Looks
Here,
like
how about
his school.
this one?
Looks like there's a parking garage behind him at Franco Vegas, the monorail thing in Vegas.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Hey, listen, I wasn't raised by Marines for nothing. You got to know
Oh
all
my
your
goodness.
surroundings, always.
Expert.
Yeah, that's just like, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I don't know if I'll ever do that game. I don't know if I'll ever do that game again. Kelsey ruined it for everybody, folks.
I'm sorry. Well, you'll have new pictures. You'll have
Yes,
new pictures.
we are gonna get new
So
But I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you 200 points a month.
thank you.
So that's 200 points of Dis Our Dreams points to you for my own tally.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Jeff hugs.
2 Jeff hugs.
Well, I'm just swimming with hugs.
Oh my goodness. Once you're the champ on this game, she will not be beat. I know, Debbie,
gosh.
really? Oh my goodness. Like here, I thought it was gonna be like very difficult.
No one in the chat even could type before I announced
No,
it.
they didn't. Like nobody, I think everybody was just shocked to see what just happened.
I'm sorry, everyone, if I ran the game.
Yeah,
It
Belinda
wasn't
didn't even get a chance to
intentional.
look at a picture.
It wasn't intentional. It just was.
You're just that good.
That was impressive.
Hey, as Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby
Kudos
said,
to you.
if you're not first, you're last.
That's right.
Who says
I
that
have a
all the
really
time?
cool hat with Ricky Bobby on it.
This guy.
I don't like when you're pointing at me with the glove.
See, here's the thing. Me and Steve have different philosophies.
Sure.
You know, Steve has the, oh well, everybody should get a participation trophy.
No.
No, you lost.
No. Yeah.
You're the first one to lose. You stink.
Right.
If you're second.
I agree.
Sorry. That's why
Shake and
kids
bake.
are the way they are today.
Shake and bake.
Yep. If kids knew how to lose, this world wouldn't be the way it is now.
Correct.
What does he say, Doug? Doug does not give out persistence? No, I don't.
No.
Yeah. So then Dottie wants to play this board game while we're there. I says, you don't let her win, do you? He says, no. I said, good. Make
Yeah.
like torture them. Like
I feel like there's this generational gap right now of like the parents. Like I wouldn't even say, I would say it's the older millennials, and I'm not trying to call people out.
hello, Ray.
Some younger Gen Xers, older millennials that are in this weird funk with parenting. And like my parents are boomers and they had me later in life. So I was raised like I would feel, like a normal boomer's kid.
Right.
But I also feel like a lot of my friends are in that same philosophy of like, you know what? We're raising our kids like our parents raised us. Beat the dickens out of you. Don't care.
Yep. I remember playing Dakota in Monopoly one time. And I wiped the floor with her.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't
Wiped the floor. She was so mad.
That was in COVID.
Oh, my father is probably the greatest Monopoly player of all time. Every time I play with him, I'm like, why did we even start this game? Like, what was the point? Like, he has 75 houses on one little block, and I'm like, sure, great. Here we are. Gosh.
Bean Boozled.
Yes, it's foul.
What? Bean Boozled? Have you ever played Bean Boozled?
Yeah, and the Harry Potter version, which is worse.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
I got the vomit one.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. There was the Harry Potter version, then these other people came up with the generic version, which is what we played. I got the vomit one. And let me tell you, it totally turned me off. No more. No more game for me.
I started to figure out when I was playing with others, though, what colors of like the yellow really meant what flavor. And so I would evaluate where I was picking first.
Yeah.
Got to study your surroundings,
No.
everything around it.
Listen, there was no studying. I was getting handed jelly beans by Dottie and Palmer. They said, here, try this one. Try this one. Put it right in my
exactly what they were giving you.
Oh, they didn't know. But,
they didn't? Are you sure?
Yeah, I would tell Megan what color was and what, if it had a dot on it, and then I would eat it. She'd be like, okay, it's either this or this. And I'd be like, oh, God, it's vomit. Oh.
You have to have like a spit cup, essentially, ready to go.
The blue one is either toothpaste and blueberry. So
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, it's
I
yeah.
had licorice. It wasn't bad.
XCL, welcome in. So, what's on the agenda for you, my dear? What anything exciting coming up soon?
Not really. I have a
Oh yeah, there is a short of it, by the way. Chris just dropped it.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to go watch
There is a short of me eating the vomit jelly bean.
Yes.
Not exciting at all.
What do I have coming up? I feel like, Friday I have a hair appointment, which is important. Because obviously gotta keep, as I say to my dad, who has very similar haircut to you. I wear my hair every day, so it's worth spending money on it. So
I used to love going because I would go to the same person who did my mom and sister's hair when I was younger, and I had a mullet my teenage years.
Right on.
I used to love going there and laying back and her washing my hair.
Love.
And then cutting it and combing it. And oh my God. I would spend probably an hour in there.
Yeah, I love it. This weekend I'm going to clean up my closet. Next weekend I was going to go down to Orlando. There's so much going on that I need to probably stay here. The last weekend of January into February, I will be down there for work. I'm extending a couple extra days, bookending it, to Be down there and enjoy myself for like 4 seconds. And then I'm running a half marathon at the end of February because I'm an idiot sandwich.
You're an
And
idiot
then,
sandwich.
I think long distances are great when I sign up for them. And then I actually get there and I do it. And while I do work out every day, running long distances are something I don't do every day because I don't have the time.
No, you have to train for it.
Correct. Am I doing that? No. Am I just going to go in gangbusters and run it like I did in April in the 10 miler? Yes. And then am I going to do that again in April for the 10 miler in 2025? Also, yes. So do that.
I'm thinking we should stream when you do that.
So I would on the 5K and 10K, anything north of that, because they have like the time keepers and the balloon ladies is what they call them. It's very hard and you have to be actually mindful of like where you're pacing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if I were a proficient runner and like could do it, yes, but I'm not. To be really honest. Trying to figure out where I'm going to go this summer for I usually do a, international trip. I'm thinking Ireland and Iceland. I've been to Iceland. Love it there.
Like Greenland.
No. No.
Hey,
no
you never know. You might not need a passport to go to Greenland then.
I may not. So that will become very easy for me. So I'm going to wait till that may happen. And it might be cheaper to go. What's the best food at Disney parks to have, Doug and Kelsey? It's a matter of opinion, for sure. And it depends on the park. I think Magic Kingdom's food is like, don't waste your time or money. That's my personal opinion. It's just not worth it.
If you're going quick serve, my go-to, like something I have to have every time I'm in Florida, is the chili cheese dog. That's just something I have to have.
Are you in Magic Kingdom getting that?
No, actually, I got it in Animal Kingdom this time. It could be anywhere. So but that's just like one thing I want to get. Fish and chips is another that I want to get, that I always like to get. As far as best food, I'm telling you, that meal we got at Tony's the last night we were there was amazing.
I haven't been to Tony's in years. Like since I was in high school.
I got chicken parmesan, and I'm telling you, that chicken parmesan was the size of his hand.
That's a big old chicken.
It was half the chicken probably. Belinda got the other half. But what about you? What is one thing that you can't wait to get your lips around when you go to Walt Disney World? Food wise.
I don't know. Now, I will say, restaurant wise, I am a creature of habit when it comes to sit down restaurants. Quick services, where it's like where I'm useless in the sense of those meal plans. Like, I'm not going to use it. I eat one meal and I'm overeating. I get bored by the concept, but it's why I also love the festivals, because it's like little plates and I can test everything. A go-to quick service that I will go back to is Mexico. I do appreciate Mexico's quick service because it's very consistent. Sit down, I like Shula's.
Ooh.
It's not in the park, which is a good thing, in my opinion, not required to have a park ticket. Still on Disney property. Another great sit down I like is Tiffin's, and I like Jico over at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Okay.
Jico's very good. Italian, I like Via Napoli. hit or miss with some people, but it is what it is. Like, it's better pizza than what you'll get at the window or anywhere else in that park, personally. So
what do
it
you
just
think
depends.
better, Via Napoli or Trattoria Al Forno?
Trattoria.
Yeah, that's my.
Have you had their breakfast pizza? Let me tell you.
Trattoria?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Oh,
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, June.
It's got everything you need: eggs, bacon, cheese,
Is there anything else in life other
and
than
bread, obviously.
It'd be
And
great.
I will.
It'd be
So,
great if they could throw like some hash browns on that.
I mean, but the pizza crust is so good, you don't need it.
Okay. I think the pizza there is better than Via Napoli.
I do too, but if you wanted something in the park, that's why
Right.
I was.
People think I'm crazy for saying that, but
No.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
I'm not
I
a
also
big
think
fan of Via Napoli.
Wolfgang Puck's Pizza over in Springs, excellent.
Is it?
Yep, very good.
Okay. That's good to know too.
A cake bake. Did I ever finish my review with you on that? My $38 hot chocolate and raspberry crumb bar. Small hot chocolate with oat
Is that
milk.
the new?
No
Is that the new
whipped cream.
bake shop?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we walked past it, and I saw how everybody was. Well, I rolled past it,
Sure.
and I looked in, and I was like, I'm not even going in there.
It's
Because here's
beautiful.
me in a t-shirt and shorts, and I'm like, I don't even. It's like the Grand Floridian. I don't even feel right walking in there. That's where that place should be. That should be in the Grand Floridian.
Correct. I agree. I think there was a missed opportunity there. I think you could have transformed that little alcove area where they do the tea with the princesses to the cake bake, but maybe built something off of that. I think there's definitely opportunity there. I also think that there was a missed opportunity to not bring some form of sports bar back to the boardwalk, like what ESPN was. I'm not like, it was great in its day. I'm not saying it ended well, but like bring something back. I think there's great opportunity there. Cause when like Coronado, for example, they have the
Rick's.
Yeah, that. And I think it's fantastic because I've been there on many game nights, and it's just, TVs, every TV. I've sat there at the bar, had wings and drinks with my dad, and we're having a great time. Like, I think at Boardwalk, you have the nightlife, and you have people, and there's foot traffic always to have that. Yeah, I'm staying at the Grand Floridian in my trip, and sorry, my AirPods just died. In January, and every time I go there, I feel like I don't belong.
Oh, look who's here.
Steve. I also feel that way at the Four Seasons. Since I have now stayed there in Orlando. Talk about feeling lesser than.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful property. Love Four Seasons hotels. But there's something about that one where I'm the one driving my own rental car to and from places when everyone else is getting picked up by a private driver and doing the VIP tours. And I'm like, see y'all, I'm going to go do my own thing.
Yeah. Isaiah, welcome in, bud. But, well, it was great talking to you and hanging out.
Likewise. Thanks for having me on.
It's always, I think you're a great person. I think you have a great heart. And it's always fun,
Thanks.
Next time I'll have to get you and Molly and Tina on here together.
Oh, what a party.
Yeah, I know. It's a party. Make sure you tell Steve about how fast she get. Yeah. Steve will have to rewind that and watch that. How fast she got it. How was my New Year's? My New Year's was great, Isaiah. We were at Epcot. So, and like I said, I don't think Epcot was as bad this year as it was last year. I could actually get around Epcot this year.
What was really bad is when Pete Molly, her mom, Casey, Preston, and I were there for what's his face, Gary Sinise. And right as the shows were starting and everything was happening, it was so bad. Like everyone was like this. You couldn't move before, after. And then the last show, I was exiting the park. I was staying over at the Dolphin, and it was empty. Like everyone had cleared out. It was like, but in that moment, and I was with Pete Carney, he also came over, and his girlfriend Lauren, and Lauren is not that, like, she loves Disney, but she's not into like the crowd portion of Disney.
Right.
And she was like, I have to get out of here. Like, there's just so many people. You couldn't even hear yourself talk, think, anything. It was incredible.
Yeah. And Dakota gets like that too. So, but,
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, my dear, for being here.
Yes.
Hang
Cindy
on
was
real
sleeping in the southwest terminal of MCO. Precisely.
Precisely. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'll be with you in 1 minute.
Right on.
All right, folks. Kelsey Elizabeth. She is a doll. She is a doll. Have her on this show anytime. She's awesome. But I thought Epcot was pretty packed. We are one piece of fish. It was packed, Nico. Oh yeah. Getting the Skyliner back after is terrible, but last year, the 2 previous years were so bad that I couldn't even get my scooter through the countries. That's how packed it was. This year, I was able to do that with no problem. I want Kelsey on my team for next game night. Yeah, me too. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Coffee talk tomorrow morning. Tonight, Pete McDevitt's live tonight with some basketball. Jennifer Caruso's live at the M80s. And then Pete is going live tonight again for Insomniacs. So make sure you check out the friends. Have a great day, everyone. And remember, go out, do something kind for somebody.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head